Welcome back again. We will shortly be starting the presentations, but how was the activity? Did you enjoy working with the other students? I'm sure you had a lot of interesting ideas to discuss, and we look forward to seeing your presentations shortly.
Before we continue, we would just like to remind you that there is an attendance form that you need to complete by the end of today's session. So please stay with us because it's important in the order to get the certificates. So Paul, what do you think about today's activities?
I really love the icebreaker in the morning. The would you rather questions was really funny.
Yeah, me too.
And Sham, what did you think about the breakout room activity? And how did you get on with the group?
It was a great experience working with my teammates from the Philippines. I had a lot of fun and we exchanged knowledge while working together. They are very kind and I truly enjoy learning from each other. And Paul, what was your highlight for today?
My highlight for today was the group discussion because we were able to use our knowledge and share our opinions, which for me was very open minded. And Sham, how about you?
My favorite part was the idea exchange. Even simple discussion become meaningful because we could learn from different perspectives.
I agree with you. It was truly a meaningful experience. And now, lastly, maybe ask our participants from the University of Perpetual Health System Delta and Rogationist College to give us some feedback about today's events or anything that you would like to share.
Who would like to share? Can you raise your hand, please?
Yes, anyone?
Anyone want to share?
Anyone? Ooh.
It looks like we have Philip from University Perpetual Health System Delta.
Hi. Hello to the students of
Hi.
Rogationist College and Colombo High School. Today's event was spectacular. I found so many viewpoints to be very interesting, and it really piqued my interest to see that even the distance that Thailand and the Philippines have in terms of the distance of the countries, we are very connected in some way when it comes to our ideologies on the usage of AI. And yeah, I'm really, really excited for the presentation because I know we will have a lot of insight regarding the usage of AI. And overall, I'm just really, really happy to see my old friends, Chertam, Win, Pewter. Hello. Really, really nice to see you all. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Philip, for sharing that with us. And now, maybe ask one more person to share. One more.
Please. Who wants to share? You can raise your hand. Oh. So sad.
Okay, so now we would like to start the presentation session.
That's right. We will ask each group to present one by one, and after each presentation, we will have a teacher on hand to give the comments or reactions.
Also, please be aware of the time limit for presenting. If you go over 7 minutes, someone will give you a quick, gentle reminder to wrap up.
That's right. Okay, so is everyone ready?
Yay.
Yay! Let's spin the wheel to see who will present first.
Wow, so exciting!
Okay, so the first group will be group number 3.
Are you ready? Group number 3. Can you share your screen?
Okay. I'm sharing the screen now. You can use it already. And share. Want to share? Share. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Wait.
Me. อุ้ยเอาเหมือนกันเลย
Three,
มีเสียงประตูเหมือนกันเลย
one. Mabuhay.
Sawadika, and welcome to Group 3's presentation titled How Has AI Affected Different Learning Styles Over the Past Few Years? So we head on over to the first presentation. Actually, before we start off, I would like to introduce members from the UPHSD. I am Kuya Philip from the Philippines. There's Alexandra Carmona, and Gwyneth Saraka from UPHSD.
Okay, and we are from Bangladesh from school. I'm Hugh, his flame, and his bloom. And one of our members is Champ. She's an MC. Sophie.
I'm Jaden Matthew D. Moika, and here we are together with Rosalind, a grade 11 student, and Kirsten, a junior high school student from Reductionist College.
Okay, so today we will be presenting how AI has affected different learning styles. We were giving 3 subtopics. The first one is, to what extent is AI allowed in your schools? The second one is, what AI tools do students use? And the third one, how often do students use AI?
โอ้เด้อ
Let's start.
Okay, good morning, everyone, and good afternoon. In this slide, we have compared and contrasted the extent of AI usage in schools for the Philippines and for Thailand. In the Philippines, AI usage is being standardized in schools through Project Agapay. Project Agapay is the Philippines' national plan to bring AI into schools safely. It aims to train 1.5 million students and teachers on how to use AI as a helper for lessons effectively, while setting clear rules to prevent cheating and protect student data.
In terms of Thailand, unfortunately, there has been no or maybe a little projects implemented in their country. This calls for us to advocate for the implementation of these systems in order to enhance the integration of technology in both curriculums.
And
Slide.
as for the similarities, students commonly use AI for grammar checking, which helps them improve the accuracy of the writing. They also rely on AI for summarizing and paraphrasing, making lessons easier to understand. Another important use is proofreading and idea generation, which supports them in creating clearer and more organized outputs. Lastly, AI allows independent and self paced learning, giving students the chance to study more flexibly and at their own speed.
Go to the next slide. So this slide is what AI tools do students use. In the Philippines, they use Grammarly. Grammarly is an AI used to check enchanting your grammars and your essays. And the Qbots. Qbots is the AI that's used to write some essays or write the essay to be like the native speakers. And in Thailand, we use Gamma AI, the AI that helped us to creating the PowerPoint slide or presentation slide. And we use Sora AI. Sora AI is an AI used to generate video or pictures. And DeepSeek AI is an AI that's similar to ChatGPT and Gemini. And the similarity is we both use Photomax. It is the programs or AI that help us to solve some math problems, something about maths. And ChatGPT and Gemini is an universal AI that can do many things. Like you can ask it about your advice for some task, or you can ask it what would you eat for this lunch, or you can talk to it. Okay, let's go to the next slide.
For this slide, we will be taking a look at how often do students use AI. For the Philippines, students are allowed to use AI occasionally or if our teachers grant us permission. In some cases, students use AI as a reference or guide material. To explain the Thailand side and for the similarities, here's Alex and Gwyneth for more.
Just like the Philippines, students are also allowed to use AI occasionally or if their teachers grant them permission. In some cases, students also use AI as a reference or as guide materials. Now I'd like to call on Gwyneth for the similarities.
So we can see the similarities in the middle section, which show that students from both the Philippines and Thailand use AI in largely the same ways. These insights were gathered from our breakout room discussions, where students from both sides actively shared their experiences and reached the conclusion that the patterns of AI use are very similar. And based on these discussions, students in both contexts regularly use AI to support their studies, explore their topics of interest, and gather information, which are mostly related to academic purposes. Academically, students from both countries use AI as a support tool to better understand lessons, gather information, and generate ideas for school related tasks. This shows that AI is viewed as a learning aid rather than a replacement for independent effort. And overall, the similarities highlight that students from both countries use AI daily, primarily for information and academic purposes, reflecting comparable patterns of AI use.
Okay, so these are the names of our members and everyone that has worked together in this project. And the last thing we are going to say is Khop Hun, thank you, and Salamat. Okay, thank you.
This one? That's this one?
Yeah.
Hello? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, good afternoon everyone. Mabuhay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to give you some comments on your presentation. First of all, amazing job, guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. Really proud of you, Nah. It was a brilliant presentation. Very beautiful slides. I have a couple of questions, though, actually. The first one is for the students from the Philippines, if anyone wants to answer. It's about the first slide that you mentioned about this project AGAP AI. I've never heard of it, and I'm really intrigued by this because we don't have anything like this in Thailand. So could anyone just share a little bit more information about this project AGAP, please? Anyone? Okay, is that Jaden?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hey,
Actually,
good afternoon.
Project AGAP AI is a current, it has just been released or is being talked about this January, this last week, just about last week. And our President, Bongbong Marcos, is aiming to launch AI literacy program, considering that in considering that integrating AI concepts into our basic education has been, how would I term it, ignored or neglected for the past few years. But despite this implementation, there is still an empirical and implementation gap for Filipinos in terms of AI usage po.
Okay, thank you so much, Jaden, for your answer. Very interesting answer. And the last question, anyone can answer, can be from the Thailand or Philippines. What was the biggest thing that you learned from this presentation? Anyone can answer. Okay, anyone from group 3? What was the biggest thing that you learned from this presentation? Okay, I have a few people that have raised their hands. Okay, let's ask our Thai students first.
So I think the biggest thing in this presentation is communication and team working. If there is no communication and team working, it will be much harder to cooperate and working with each other.
I have known two of new to AI tools that I've never heard before.
Okay, and also Alexandra from the University of Perpetual Help System Delta.
Hello everyone. I think one thing that I learned from this presentation is that even though we are students from different countries, we are united by one idea or one act. In this grouping, I was able to learn that we were all inspired or we all had the same ideas about one thing or another. That's all.
Okay, thank you. And Philip, the last one. Philip.
Yeah, I quite agree with students of BBW and my friend here, Alexandra. We all mutually agreed on certain topics, and I saw that I was like, "Whoa, that's really great!" Even with the distance of Thailand and the Philippines, and even though we are from different countries, there was no language barrier at all. I love that about our group, and I love that about the students from Thailand. That we all we intercommunicated with one another really well, and our execution was well thought out through the use of digital presentations like this. And so I was very grateful to have been able to contribute with students from the Philippines here, Rogationist and Perpetual, and also to Bangbo Thayakam School of Thailand.
Okay, so once again, can everyone give them a round of applause for the fantastic presentation and going first, guys? Thank you so much. Perfect job. Okay, so I'm going to pass you back over to our MCs now.
Okay, so let's see who our second group will be.
And it will be Group 1.
Hello, group 1. Can you share your screen, please?
Hello. Em tránh. Teacher.
Can you tell them to open their mic? Hello?
Ah,
hear me?
I can hear you now. Okay.
Hello?
Hello. Okay.
Okay.
How are you? We'll start again. Okay, so we are from group 1, and today we are going to present to you about AI utilization in learning between Thai and Filipino students' experiences. First, our introduction. Artificial intelligence has become a tool helping students learn efficiently, and AI must be utilized properly and ethically to ensure that it wasn't affect students' academic competence and other skills. Through this breakout room discussion, we gain insight and clearer understanding of how AI can support our education. And we create a Venn diagram to further explore and compare the similarities and difference of its role.
This one is our difference from between Thailand and Philippines on the question of AI in the education. Okay, different from us, we use AI to help in every subject. It's very common in Thailand, and we use AI for arrange and to arrange essay, including vocabulary. And the last one is we use AI as a virtual friend to improve our confidence in communicating. And we are different from Philippines, such as we use the Filipinos students use AI to show different perspective. It depends on our behaviors, Thai people behaviors. We not heard about the Thai student not heard about Gizmo AI. Yes, and also Gamali too. It's not popular in Thailand. Okay. The thing that had the same point is arrange the paragraph which in common generate quizzes. Yeah, and the best of AI that we agree is Gemini. Yeah, it's quite good AI because they're accurate.
So both have campaigned against fake AI sources.
Both teachers from both countries use for preparation. We are facing an AI inclusive problem because sometimes AI have misleading and mistake information. Yeah. Okay.
To dig deeper, as I checked, our conversation and responses was also backed up by our research we conducted when I was in grade 10. In a research in our school, Rogationist College, it was found that students use various AI tools to aid their learning. That time, the top 3 most used AI tools were ChatGPT, Killbot, and Grammarly, which shows that students use it mostly for grammar checking. However, in the year 2025, Gemini and Gizmo AI gained popularity in the Philippines as they were mentioned in both schools in the country.
Similarly, in Thailand, it was found that students mostly use ChatGPT and Gemini in the year 2025 as a tool for learning. However, they haven't heard of Gizmo AI.
Next slide.
Sorry for slide. No, sorry.
In the same study, it was found that most students in Rogationist College in the Philippines only sometimes use AI tools in education when they are having a hard time with their requirements. However, in 2026, we, from 2 different schools in the Philippines, observed an increase in the use of AI in learning.
Likewise, students from Thailand often use AI tools to aid learning and be a guide for them.
Next slide, please.
Okay, in conclusion, we say that both countries utilize AI as a support tool for learning, grammar checking, and paragraphizing, assisting with quizzes and providing study materials. AI enhance efficiency and understanding, but students must be cautious about accuracy and the use of accurate and proper citations. Both countries face challenges in inconsistent and misleading information from AI. Schools should guide proper use of AI, encouraging students to verify information and use AI as a helper, not as the replacement. There are various AI tools that we students may utilize, such as ChatGPT or Gemini AI for gathering information. Okay, these are our members. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much to Group 1 for another really insightful presentation, really interesting information. And especially I like the fact that you You even brought in some real research into your presentation. So I just want to give you guys a round of applause for that. Really good job, guys. And I have some main question for you. So I noticed that you mentioned a lot of different apps and programs and softwares. So what I want to know is which one is the main one for you? Which is the most common app or software that you are using right now? And I would like to ask that question to both sides. So one student from the Philippines to answer and one from Thailand. So can you raise your hands and tell me which is the main app or software that you're using right now and why? So we have one person to answer from the Thailand. Okay, can you answer please?
Okay, as a Thai student, we commonly use Gemini and ChatGPT in Thailand because these two apps is popular in Thailand and many students use it for work or maybe like chatting and communication. Thank you.
If you're gonna choose one, which one?
I think the best one for me, for my group is Gemini because how accurate it is, how reliable it is. It's not have least fault.
Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Thank you so much, Gan. And can we ask someone from the Philippines to share? So we've got Dylan Riley.
So for us Filipinos, we also use ChatGPT and Gemini AI, but something unique, an AI unique to us is Gizmo AI, which someone in our group say they use a lot, and I don't really use it that much, but I think it's for gathering information as well as studying for exams. That's what we use AI for.
Okay, thank you so much, Dylan, for your information. So, has anyone actually heard of? There's a kind of like an app that's trending right now called Claude AI. Has anyone heard of that one? Because apparently that is very popular now because you can ask it to code anything. You can make apps, make websites just with a click of a button. So I think this is really extraordinary. Someone from room 2, Savannah, would you like to share something?
Yes, when you mentioned using Claude AI, I'm actually a user and I use it for my coding and to help it add more to my grade, to make it more colorful and more interesting to my teachers. And yeah, that's it.
Interesting. Okay, I have to learn more about this one because I've just read about it a lot in the news, but I haven't really tried it myself. But yeah, it's very interesting. So once again, can we give the group 1 a round of applause, please, everyone? Okay, so we will go back to the wheel oh no, we don't need the wheel because we know there's only one more group, right? So group 2, are you ready to present? Can you share your screen?
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Group 2 or Room 2's presentation regarding our student talk this 2026 AI in Learning, a Thai-Filipino comparison. First of all, once again, good afternoon to everyone. We are very glad to be with you all again today after such a meaningful and worthwhile discussion within our own breakout rooms. I am Arabella from UPHSD Philippines. And here in breakout room 2, I am also with Chris, Johanna, Carol, Savannah, Fa, and Paolo. And here in our group presentation, we were able to share discussions of how we think we use AI in our own countries, the differences between the use of AI within Philippines and Thailand, their similarities, and our recommendations on how to use or apply them even better. Now let us move on to our Venn diagram to further explain our discussions that we have brainstormed with one another.
So to start with, here in our Venn diagram, we talked about the differences and similarities in using AI. In the Philippines, AI and learning offers many benefits, but it also raises concerns about misuse and over-reliance as students tend to depend on AI too much, which end up compromising the academic integrity, which is a core principle in education. So instead of students using AI as a tool, they tend to use it as a shortcut. To continue.
So to continue with the cautious stance against AI over reliance, so Filipinos have a stance against the usage of AI, and they usually do not really rely on using AI for much of their work because, as what Karil has said, it is mostly used for as a shortcut and not so much as to complete their body of work as one singular piece. And then we also have faulty AI literacy because some AIs have some sources that are just not true and are usually wrong most of the time. So the literacy of the AI is not really reliable when Filipinos use it, and that is why they are not really reliant in using AI in comparison to others. So to continue.
Moving on, in the Philippines, students often use AI to support SIP or science investigatory projects and capstone projects, as AI helps improve the clarity of writing, provides constructive feedback, and highlights areas that certain parts wherein a person can further strengthen their arguments or analysis, making research and essay more effective and easier to understand, more clarity in critiquing and areas for improvement.
And we all know about the concerns about misinformation and unreliable outputs. You know, in the Philippines, the risks are real. AI systems can confidently present false information, reflect biases from their training data or their systems. When people rely on AI for important decisions without verification, or when AI generated misinformation spreads at scale, the consequences, the constant can be significant. Systems like ChatGPT can hallucinate, generating information that sounds like authoritative but is factually wrong. We can also perpetuate historical biases, struggle with nuance and complex topics, and lack true understanding of context. We brought out the negative side because we believe AI is a neutral topic to stand on. It is for the purpose of awareness and additional knowledge. And we would like to present the most used AI or assisted apps, which is the Gizmo, Quizlet, and the Grammarly. Grammarly is obvious English topics. Gizmo is for quizzes to review on tests and quiz and more on. So Quizlet is kind of the same. And yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much to Group 2. Another great, fantastic presentation. I learned a lot about the differences between the Philippines and Thailand.
So
And in
to improve
particular,
in Thailand, the students in Thailand they often use AI to improve with their grammar or in writing their essay. Like they like to ask an AI on how to write an essay properly or how to write English in a more formal language and how grammar works. And about the concerns about the AI, concern in AI is take Sora AI for example. Sora AI is very problematic today. And Sora AI today is it's it's very horrible and it refuses it it did not refuse the user so it's like the user can use it to generate anything like inappropriate content or a horrible content, which is really bad, and it's a big problem right now, and it's a big concern because Sora AI, it doesn't listen to anyone, it's just generate. So it's really bad, and it's a big concern right now. Thank you.
And now that we
Alright, for the most used AI and AI assistant app, assistant app, we got a Grok, and this is Grok is very useful AI application because it can do anything we wanted. It can generate picture, it can what anything you want. Okay. Next one is this feature like anything we want. How, how to identify uh the challenge. How to identify if the work is made by a student or AI. There is a website called Humanize. You can put the AI essay to the that web. It will humanizing and make it to a more into a human writing word.
Now that we have discussed the differences completely between Philippines and Thailand, here are the similarities between the two countries when it comes to the application of AI. First, both Philippines and Thailand use AI and assistance for academic learning. We both use AI apps or AI tools so that we could be able to learn more in
And
our
often from the Philippines.
Next, we have awareness that AI may hinder creativity and original thinking. Upon our discussions, both countries agree that sometimes when we tend to abuse the use of AI, it reduces or limits the students' use of their own critical thinking and their own capabilities, which could imply a risk for the students' learning and expansion of their knowledge. Third, the belief that human innovation and reasoning are irreplaceable. Despite the huge help of AI nowadays in our society, and especially in our education, we all still agree that human innovation and reasoning are still not going to be replaced by AI because despite all these, humans still have the skills, the factors, and the capabilities that AI could never possess, simply such as empathy, compassion, and emotions that are needed in a lot of the things that we do. And lastly, the mostly used AI apps for both Philippines and Thailand are ChatGPT and Google and Gemini. Moving on, we would now like to have our recommendations for better use of AI applications.
Next page, please. Okay, now moving on to the recommendations. First recommendation, promote responsible and ethical AI use in education. This means teaching students how to use AI properly, not as a tool for cheating, but as a tool for learning. Schools should guide students to use AI for research, understanding lessons, and improving skills while still doing their own thinking and work. For the second recommendation, teachers pursue contemporary classroom engagements to handle student AI misuse. Teachers must restrict the use of AI since it is widely used for cheating in a test. They sometimes also make students explain their own work to check if they truly understand a certain topic. Teachers should also familiarize how students compose their own works so that they can easily identify if they made it or not. And teachers should also make students do hands-on activities and oral recitations on the spot to test their knowledge about a certain topic. Lastly, national-oriented initiatives, properly funding programs, credible and reliable facilitators. The challenge is that many
teachers have low salaries, yet they still take on the extra effort to adjust to AI in classrooms and find ways to maintain academic honesty. Despite this, their dedication ensures that students learn responsibly and that AI becomes a helpful tool rather than a shortcut.
And lastly, about summary and conclusion. Uh, mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So we've seen that both Thai and Filipino students had mostly used AI as a helping assistant tool for researching and education, while the students do most of the while the students do most of the actual work by themselves. Like for example, we use the AI for some research for our project or our homework, but in the end we still do some double check and we do the work by ourselves. And the second conclusion is that although we might have some many similarities in this topic, there's we still have some differences in the way we use AI. Like for example, we both we both use AI uh with for educational uh sorry for educational suggestion, in but in Philippines they use them for mathematics and we use them for something more related to science like chemistry or biology. Thank you.
And that is all.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys. That was another fantastic presentation. Really deep and meaningful. I think you pretty much covered everything that we asked for in the guidelines. So, congratulations, guys, for that. And I have one main question for you. I want to highlight the word that you mentioned towards the beginning of the presentation. You mentioned about academic integrity, and I think that's a key point right now. And you mentioned in particular about students that are taking shortcuts in their work, and I think this is very common. So my question for you is, have you guys personally observed anyone taking shortcuts, and how do you feel about that particular situation? So I would like to ask from both sides again. So someone from Thailand and someone from the Philippines, can you answer that question for me? Who would like to answer? Can you raise your hands? Would you like the question again? Oh, okay. So can we ask Carol? Is it Carol? Okay.
Yes. Hi. So with the academic integrity, it's very timely here in the Philippines wherein it gets violated or not really observed because students here tend to like go to ChatGPT for prompts for essays and stuffs, and then they copy it and then pretend that it's theirs. So they don't really, so they violate the act of being honest with their own works. So that's one of the practices of academic integrity that happens when we tend to really rely on or depend on AI too much that we really forgot to practice the real essence of learning. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And also, Joanna, would you like to share something?
And to add, other than plagiarism affecting integrity, there are also instances wherein a person would put their blood and sweat into a specific work that they are proud of to showcase, but when it is compared with other works, let's say works that are made of AI, but other people claim that it is theirs, there is a gap in how it is, and it's often preferred by people. It is often favored by people, works that are made from AI, because it is often considered formal or scholastic. Well, in truth, it's difficult to say that due to the fact that it is a prompt created by just a few words. It is something generated and something duplicated time and time again. That is why valuing human authenticity is often the best way to do so and to value integrity.
I totally agree, and I think you're only really harming yourself. You know, if you're always relying on the AI to give you the answer, in the long run, it's going to impact your own abilities in life, not just for education right now at school, but for your whole life, guys. Don't let AI erode who you really are as a person. It's about education is about making mistakes and learning. That's the only way. And does anyone else want to share? Can we ask one last student, perhaps from our side? Who's going to answer for me? Fa. Can you open
Sorry,
your mic?
what's the question again? I kind of forgot.
I think apparently the connection's not clear, right? Okay, so I will just repeat the question. So basically, we want to know, like, have you observed any students taking shortcuts in their work instead of doing the work for themselves? They're relying on AI. Have you observed that, and how do you feel about that?
Well, I've observed that many times within my class, and well, I have to say I do copy a lot of my classmates' homework, but for me to think that many people, my classmate is using the shortcut from the I think it's kind of not fair for those who actually put their work into the homework, and I feel kind of bad for them, like the hard worker. That's my opinion.
Okay, thank you so much, Fa, and thank you again for group number 2. Give them a round of applause, everyone. Great job, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna pass you back now to the MCs. Thank you, guys.
Let's have a big round of applause to all our students.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you for all participants for such a great and lovely activity today. We couldn't do this without your effort.
Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you so much. You have really made this event special.
So we will now proceed to the closing of our event. Don't forget there's an attendance form that you need to fill out now. So please follow the link on the screen.
Once you complete the attendance form, you will be eligible to receive the certificate of participation.
Okay, so we're almost at the end of today's event. Sad to say, but we still have an open question and answer session followed by a group photo.
Who needs the chat?
That's right. Now you have the opportunity to ask us anything, really anything you like. Please feel free.
So please may we invite everyone to come in front of the camera, please. Thank you.
It's insane. Okay, so can we put 5-minute break to get everyone in because they're not ready? Is it?
Okay, guys, we will have 5 minutes break now.
Hello. Is it off? Okay, so. Okay, everyone, just give us 5 minutes break and we'll be continuing shortly. Thank you. Okay. So we'll just wait for our director and we have 5 minutes break. Okay, welcome back, everyone. We now have the honor to welcome our school director, Mr. Wiroje Champathong, and together Miss Patailat Longtong and Miss Tanyawali Panomket. And they would just like to give you a short message, please. Okay, so can I invite Mr. Wiroje Champathong to give his message, please?
Thank you very much for joining us. Today we are ready. Thank you for this event. I hope in the future we can have more events like this. Thank you again.
Okay, can we ask all the students to come into the screen so we can take a photo session together? Also teachers? Teachers as well? And can we ask everyone joining online, can you turn on your cameras?
Okay, everyone prepare. We have 3 shots, 3 pictures together. That's 1, 2, 3, smile. Another one. Okay. Another picture. 3, 2, 1. Thank you so much. And let's have the last one. Can we have finger heart? Okay. Thank you. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. The next one. Okay, so we will take another picture for our M6 and for those students who went to the Philippines as well. Okay, another one. Everyone, requesting everyone to turn on their cameras again. Okay, smile in 3, 2, 1. Okay, thank you so much. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you so much. Okay, so for the students in the middle, can you just vacant move a little bit? And we request the students, the technical team, to be there.
All of you.
Okay, for the technical team, we have our technical team who supported us in this activity. Okay. Arrange yourselves. Thank you. Okay. We have. Okay, again. 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay, another one. 3, 2, 1. And that's it. Thank you so much. One more. Okay, one more. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Uh, okay. We'll continue shortly. Please give us another 3 minutes, everyone. We still have our Q&A session. If you want to ask any questions from the Thailand and Thai students also wants to ask questions from you guys. Okay, everyone, this is the last part of our activity today. Can we have the Q&A? Our student here in Thailand wants to ask a question in the Philippines, right?
Does it have to be can it be serious, like casual?
Casual or any questions you have there, Fa? Okay.
Can it be like casual? Not involving AI. What are you asking? Can it be like casual, like just involving AI? Yeah, it can be like question, not like turn on your mic. Turn on. Not inappropriate. Near your mouth. Okay. Hello. Okay. Can I have you guys Instagram? I want to be friends. That's all. Okay.
Okay, Fa wants to have your Instagram, guys, but yeah, later. Okay. You can send your username Instagrams later. Okay, any questions? Other questions? Okay, we don't have a question for you guys.
Could you share me your favorite artist or songs?
Okay, favorite artists or songs in the Philippines? Can anyone share? You can just raise your hand or yeah, turn on your mics, everyone. Anyone from the Philippines? Okay, we have one. Cabana, okay?
Hello, I'm Savannah, and I really like the singer and artist Adele. You know her?
Adele.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, we have also Philip.
So my favorite band is Cup of Joe. That's their name, Cup of Joe. So they're really good.
Okay, and we also have Alexandra.
Personally, I really like December Avenue, Ben and Ben, and Nikki. If you guys know them.
Yeah, there are Filipino band, right? December Avenue, Ben and Ben. Those are Filipino bands in the Philippines.
So my question is kind of ending things, but I just wanna ask you guys that are you guys like all of you enjoy today?
Oh, that's a good question.
Okay.
Okay, everyone, did you enjoy for today's activity?
Anyone, just raise your hand.
Yeah, you give us a thumbs up if you enjoy. Okay, very good. Thank you so much. And how about in the Philippines? Do you have any questions from Thai students? Hey, you also have Philip.
Hello. I want to know When is the best time to go to Thailand?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, Songkran Day is the best. Songkran Day.
When is that?
April. Songkran Day is April.
What is Songkran?
We have water gun. We have like concert festival. We have many festival in Thailand in Songkran Day. Yeah, see you have extraordinary Songkran Day. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Phyllis, for.
So, what about in Philippines? Is there like any time that is perfect to visit?
For the Philippines, for me, it's anytime between September or December because for us, Christmas starts in September. So yeah, September, October, November, and then December. These are Christmas months.
Yeah, I'm heard that Philippines have many of beautiful nature, right? The country have beautiful nature, as Thailand. So when was the perfect time that we could visit? We should visit this nature. When? Nature. For visiting nature, when is a perfect time that we should visit the Philippines?
If you're planning to if you're planning to visit Philippines, I think a good time to visit is May, May or because if you visit in May, it's a very good time to go to Boracay or Palawan, something like that.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Okay, we have a special question requested from teacher Ling herself. Okay, so the question is, what did you guys learn today, and how are you willing to get that information to adapt to your future and your life? What did you learn today?
This impression question. Okay, we have Arabella.
Okay, we have Arabella.
Hello, everyone.
Wow.
Hello. So
Hello.
for today,
Hello.
I think
Hello.
there are definitely a lot of things that we were able to learn. And aside from that being AI and simply the application of AI in our daily lives, especially in our education, we were definitely able to emphasize its pros and cons, its benefits and its disadvantages as well, or its risks for the students. With that, we were further able to analyze how we could use AI even better and apply it in our lives as responsible citizens and users of AI. That way, from now on, once we start using AI, we'll be more responsible and we will be more checking whether our results from AI are really reliable or not. So that way would be able to use and utilize the AI tools even more than before. But aside from that, I think that another thing that we learned today aside from AI is simply the value and the essence of bond between different countries and different schools. Today, we weren't only able to expand our knowledge about AI, but we were also able to expand our connections and break barriers between the distances of our countries. Although we are not together face to face, the lessons that we learned today have definitely placed us together in such a harmonious and united atmosphere. It doesn't feel like we are so far from each other because the way that we interacted today, the way we communicated and shared our insights with one another really showed that distance could never be a barrier to the connection and friendships of people. I was able to learn the differences and similarities between Philippines and Thailand, and that really proves that no matter what background or place we could come from,
All we need is simply the willingness and the openness to understand one another and build friendships with one another. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you, Alabama. Next to Karo. Karo.
Hi, good afternoon. Okay, so from today, this day was really a great opportunity for each and one of us to share different perspectives on how AI is impacting or leaving an impact in our education, especially that it is very relevant nowadays as students, as it is evolving. So, um, there are a lot of things that I learned, but most importantly, it is that I was able to realize that AI, artificial intelligence, doesn't always have to live a negative impact because it can also help you for as long as you know to yourself that you are educated enough and you know your limits and you know how to use it responsibly. And beyond that, beyond about artificial intelligence, I was also really glad that I get to learn how to strengthen the band with each and one of us. That was like Arabella said, it was really nice to know that we all beat the same heartbeat, and that is to make education really powerful and to bridge the gap no matter the culture, and to just show the world that we can be united and we have the same purpose, the same vision, and we just really can make education more of a powerful thing, not to be empowered by AI, but also for us be to bridge the gap, to be together and walk the education learning more efficiently and united. Thank you.
Sharing. Okay, thank you so much for your answers, questions. And now we'll ask the teachers to give their personal messages to our participants. The teachers, let's all welcome the teachers from English and Mini English program of Bangbo Witiakam School. Let's start with teacher Holly.
Hello, everyone. Hi, I think those who are from room one, are more familiar with me, but hi to everybody. My name is Teacher Hallie. I also came from the Philippines, so kamusta kayo dyan? Nakakamiss na mag-Tagalog. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your participations. The students, both the students and the staff of our program here in Bangbo Bitayakong School have done a lot of effort to prepare for this event. So I commend our students as well, right? And also, I would like to highly appreciate all of the students who came in and registered for this event and for sharing all of your inputs, right? In both of your personal experiences with learning with AI, as well as the researchers. I'm so glad about those. I'm surprised you get to integrate research and AI into the discussion today. And overall, we all appreciate you for coming to this event, even virtually. Thank you so much.
Okay, and next one, yours truly. Okay, I need an entrance for everybody, so bear with me. Okay, by the way, I'm Teacher Dave, and I've been there in your university, both Rogationist and Perpetual. I've met some of the students. Hi. Okay, and I just want to say thank you, everybody, to participating in this activity, despite of the distance, the technical challenges that we encountered earlier, but yet again, thank you so much from Perpetual and Rogationist College. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, guys. I would just like to say, first of all, I'm so proud of everyone that's joined. And I just want to say a big thank you to all of you, because the very fact that you have taken it upon yourself to join this kind of event, which is kind of daunting, it's not an easy thing to do, but the fact that you've all taken that step and joined for learning, for education reasons, and for your futures. This is really, I'm really proud of all of you for doing that. And also thank you to all the teachers, all the students in the background. You didn't really see them much, but also let's give them a round of applause. the administrators, the directors. We cannot do this kind of event without everyone supporting us. So once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I think hopefully we can do this every year and see you again next year. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll reiterate the comments that the other teachers have made about joining and the effort that you've put in. It's been really, really good. You should be really, really proud of yourself. One of the things that I've thought has been really quite inspirational is the fact that student sentiment and what the kind of your view towards AI is not just a case of, oh, let's AI do this for us. It's a case of you actually not wanting AI to do it all and actually still maintaining the human aspect to it, which I think is really quite critical. So yeah, congratulations everyone and good luck for the future.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for attending this event. And I really appreciate the effort of our technical team as well, and also the participants here. I know that they were quite nervous in sharing their opinions, but they really did it. Okay, congratulations for that. And of course, everyone in Irrigation College and University of Perpetual Health. Okay, and next one, I know that AI is becoming popular, but I hope it will not take away your creativity and your critical thinking. Okay, don't let it control you. And okay, yeah, don't let it control you, but instead just help you with creating something. And yeah, I think that's it.
Hello, students. So I am Teacher John. So I'm behind the teacher behind the scene. Okay, so I don't have much anything to say, but I'm just going to say thank you for joining and sharing your ideas to our Thai students. So hope to see you soon. Thank you.
All right. It's not for me because I'm the last one. May I copy yours? All right. Mabuhay, everyone. Can you remember me? Yeah, okay. I'm Teacher Ming. I'm the head of EPMAP program. Today I'm so excited. And then I'm very happy to see my student here. And today, let me know again that the friendship has no distance. Right? We can close to each other, we can talk to each other, and we can share with each other today. So then hopefully that this program will be successful and also still have this program in the future. And also hopefully that the knowledge that you have today can apply and using in your life in the future. Thank you very much, and thank you to all the administrators from University of Perpetual Health System Delta and also Locationist College. Hopefully next time that we will have this activity for our students again next time. Okay, thank you very much for the bye byeค่ะ
Okay, everyone, that's it. Thank you and goodbye, everyone. Bye.
See you next time.
For the certificates, we'll just send you to fill up the attendance form, okay? Bye again. Bye. Yeah.
Bye-bye, Savannah. Bye-bye, Kyle.
Thank you for the administrators and teachers in charge in different
Yes.
school. Bye.
Better.
In my house. Oh.
Hi, I will follow. Bye bye.
เอาโบลงไปเถอะ
Okay, goodbye.
ว้ามาแล้วเดี๋ยวนั่งก่อน